Glory be to God, Mighty God Ministries, episode, what are we on here? 15. And I already had the stuff out because I was making eggs in the container. And I wanted to say, and again, like I was, or I don't know if you could see me. I'm a little cut off, but that's okay. We'll adjust just a tad. Essentially, I was thinking, okay, I had that small meal. And again, that was a sandwich and it's filling. But again, that's not even like 300 calories. Really, the avocado is the biggest thing in the calorie content. The rest of it's nothing. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make something else real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show them how to do this. So again, eggs. You can eat a lot of eggs. I eat a ton of eggs. Not every day, and at certain times I might not. But essentially, I'm going to do my bowl eggs because again, it's just another way. It's a quick, easy way to microwave it, and then you call it a day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bowl. I'm literally going to put, and sometimes I don't do this. I don't have the spray right now, or I would do the spray normally. But I'm just going to put like literally just the tiniest drop in there. And the reason why I'm going to put that drop in there is just to coat the bowl so that it doesn't stick. And again, if you forget, which I've done it a gazillion times, it still may stick. That's okay. But essentially, you're going to coat the bowl. I use just a napkin. And I just give it a little coating, like anything else. And then I'm done there. And then what I'm going to do is I have other ingredients. Again, you could put anything in this. That's a great thing about it. You can put anything in this, or I'm going to make a little bit of a mess here, but that's okay. I'm just going to do it on the counter. And I'm going to pop that egg in there. And I'm going to do 2 eggs because I had 2 eggs on my sandwich. So that's literally like, 140. And then another 2 eggs would be another 40. So 280. So again, this is nothing. Calorie content wise, this is absolutely nothing. And you could put whatever you want in here, depending on the time, what you're doing. If you want real quick, you could just do the eggs in there. You could do salt and pepper. You could do oregano, parsley, all that. I really enjoy tomatoes with my eggs. I enjoy that. But today, I'm not going to use the tomatoes because, again, I'm going to save these for something else. But a lot of times I'll cut tomato slices up. I'll throw those in the with the eggs, and then I will go ahead and eat those up. And then again, if I do it with a toast, I'll eat it on toast because I like that. But essentially right now, this is very plain. This is literally 2 eggs. So you're going to go ahead and mix them up, use a fork or however you want to do it, or whisk. I just use a fork. And this shout out to my obviously he's gone, but my grandfather, he's the one who taught me how to do this. Again, I'm not a cook, but he's the one who showed me. I know he worked in a restaurant for years. Well, they owned a restaurant, I guess. And it was in San Francisco, California. It was called Julio's and Sons. And they had this restaurant. And that's one of the things he taught me. It's funny. You remember things that you're taught. And that was one of the things is you use a fork for a whisk if you didn't have a whisk or whatever. These are those ginger, the crushed ginger. They're frozen. You could probably use real ginger. I don't know, but I don't know. I like these. Sometimes they make me feel better. At least I think it does. So I pop one of those in there. And what that'll do is it'll actually give it like a liquid. So the eggs will look like they're not cooked because they'll be like a liquidy form. But they're definitely cooked. And I like mine more like a little bit runny. And what happens is that ginger will put a liquid in there, and that liquid will disperse throughout them. So again, you don't have to do this. I'm going to just add a quick salt, pepper. You can eat them plain. I've done that. The other thing I'll add with my eggs, and I'll do this, is a lot of times I will put some arugula in there. I'll mix arugula and all kinds of other stuff. But again, since I went a little bit crazy on the spices, that's okay. For now, it'll work out. And then also, if you're doing them, a lot of times I would put hot sauce. But essentially, this is done. So this is literally nothing's in here. It's literally just 2 eggs, a piece of ginger, and then a little bit of spice, salt and pepper. And again, if I was doing this without the other ingredient, what I would do is I would go ahead and add the tomato to it. But I'm going to do like maybe 60 seconds, not even, just because I know it's going to cook up quick. Because there's nothing in there. Obviously, the more eggs you do, I'm going to get my spoon. The more eggs you do, the longer it's going to take. I'm going to get a napkin. I don't need a plate or anything because I'm good to go. I got my water, but it's getting a little bit low. And you want to drink a lot of water. That's the other key. Lots of water. It's good for you. It can help too, because again, a lot of times you think you're hungry and you're dehydrated, or so you want to drink water to help with that. And then essentially, like I said, I could check this right now. So I'm going to pull it open and it's already cooked up. So you can see right now, like, look at that. It's already cooked up You really can't see it great, but it's already cooked up. It's got a little bit of liquidy form, and you can leave it like that. I'm going to cook it up more. I'm going to give it maybe like another 17 seconds we have. And again, this is nothing. You could put 4 eggs in there, but this is 2. So it's literally 140 calories. I'm getting 12 grams of protein, 140 calories, and that's it. So again, it's good for you, healthy. You know, eggs are a great thing to eat. They're quick and easy. And again, I like mine a little bit runny. This isn't super runny. And on this one, because they're not super runny, I'm going to mix it up. So I'm just going to cut the stuff up. I'm going to mix it up, but you could see that's it right there. That's the different things. I'm going to mix this up real quick, and then I'm going to cut it up. And essentially, this is good other than my one other ingredient. Now, 2 eggs here, that's really not a lot. You know, that's a decent amount. So normally I do 4. But right now, I'm going to add something to them that's going to make them taste really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one other ingredient, and then we're pretty much done. We're ready to eat this. And this is it's from Aldi's, this red cabbage with apple. This stuff is awesome. Now, this does have 3 grams of sugar. So again, you got to watch out your content there. 15 calories is nothing. And it's 1 ounce as a serving. So again, that's 2 tablespoons. I believe it's 2 tablespoons. So again, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this on. You can put this on all kinds of stuff. You could put this on, and I'm not going to waste it because it's so good. If you like cabbage. And it's got that little bit of sugar in it, so it's got that good taste. But you can put this on anything. I'll put it on turkey, chicken, whatever you want to put it on. I've never put it on something and been like, oh, that doesn't taste good. It's delicious. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix this in the bowl. And I'll show you real quick what it's going to look like. It's going to, obviously not going to look like it's going to taste good, but it's going to be awesome. And so again, that's, you know, cabbage and eggs. I don't know if that's like an actual recipe. I just sort of did it, and I liked it. It was good. It's good because, you know what? Eggs are like soft. The cabbage is crunchy. So it has a little crunch to it. I really enjoy it. You might get it and be like, what is he doing? But I like eggs and cabbage mixed together. And especially this red cabbage, whatever this is. It is good. So again, that's a quick, easy meal. If you don't want to do the cabbage, you can put the eggs in the bowl. Super quick. Put whatever else you want, whether it's onions, whatever you like on your eggs, you can add to that. Avocado, hot sauce. But the channel is to glorify God. So if you're not saved or you don't know, click the description, read the salvation prayer. I promise you, it is the best thing you'll ever do in your life. You will eventually get a peace and love like no other. It is nothing like it. God bless you and have a good day.